Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome to the 10th episode of my 1 vs 2 times 3 Age of Wonders 3 playthrough series. In this series, I'm playing against 3 separate teams of 2 Emperor AI per team, and I'm playing as the Draconian Necromancer, Crogar the Corrupt. In our last episode, we actually were able to successfully eliminate another of our opponents. In this case, we eliminated Rowlar, the Tigran Archdruid, and we now have Rowlar's throne city in our control, and we're in the process here of obtaining his other major city here that had a lot of really awesome, you can see all the different structures here. We've got lots of gold mines, we've got a trading post, we've got a well of souls, we've got a flow rock quarry, so lots of good stuff here. And then we're going to go over and raid this tomb, and we're also going to probably raid this structure as well. So anyway, things are going really well, and on top of that, we also know where Rowlar's partner's throne is, and this is the throne here. You can see the little crown above the city. That's the throne of Firak, who is a Draconian Dreadnought here, you can see, and there's the edge of his territory. So we're sending Crogar's stack over to take him out, and I think we'll have a really good chance of basically being able to do a 1-2 punch and eliminate that team of 2. But anyway, before I get into this episode, I did just want to give a couple of quick shout-outs to a few individuals here who left some excellent comments. The first one I want to talk about is from Ahmed Sultan. And Ahmed left a honestly, a really good comment. That's something I've kind of been neglecting to do, and that was to create a builder. And Ahmed had suggested that I create this builder, which I now have done. I did that in episode 9. Ahmed's comment was from episode 8, so absolutely, that was a great comment. So he suggested that I should probably create this builder, and then there were a few things that I should do with the builder. So one thing is I should probably try and get these heart of whatever structures. So this was the heart of the volcano, and then down here I have a heart of the blight. Now I could potentially see if this city can grow to encompass the heart of the blight, but at the rate my cities are growing, which you can see here is not very fast, I suspect it might be faster for me to just build a fort here and get that into my domain, or build a little a fortress here. Now, the one thing that Ahmed also mentioned is that with this builder, I could actually create a bridge here over this river, and that would actually speed up the movement, because I am going to be producing a settler eventually, probably in my throne. I'm going to have a settler, and I'm going to move the settler down here, as I've talked about, to build a city that's going to have a lot of these really, really nice structures. So we've got structures here, we've got gold mine, we've got a Sphinx temple, we've got the tomb, which may end up actually in this city, but we've got a lot of good structures here that would be ripe for a city. And so Ahmed suggested building a bridge here using the builder, and that's a great suggestion. So thank you to Ahmed for that one. Another great comment came from Paratosh Bala. So Paratosh suggested that there was a battle where, I think it was right around this city here, where I had actually lost a unit. It was a Deathbringer and I think a Reanimator. And I had used Disintegrate, which is a spell we'll just go back to. So I'd used Disintegrate, which basically has a chance to instantly kill an enemy unit. And I used this on Rowlar actually to kill him. That was the way I did it. But Paratosh had suggested that I ended up using this in that battle and it failed, and I think I was trying to use it on a shaman that had transformed into a dire bear. Paratosh basically said that had I used that on the bear when it was not in guard mode or defense mode, that would have actually increased the odds of that Disintegrate working and killing the unit, and that's a great suggestion. So that might have actually changed the outcome of that battle, so thank you to Paratosh for that one. And that's actually a good reminder also when I'm trying to use things like Ghoul Curse. So when I'm trying to use something like Ghoul Curse here, let's just take a peek at it. If the enemy unit is in defense mode when I go to strike, that's actually going to decrease the odds of this working. So it's actually more beneficial typically to try to inflict this Ghoul Curse on an enemy unit that is not in defense mode. So again, great comment from Paratosh there, and a great reminder for not just Disintegrate, but also for Ghoul Curse. And then, as always, Casper Eklund left some great comments. He suggested that as I'm on my way over to clear out Firak, I may want to actually use Crogar here and his stack to clear out this Monument of the Ashen Rose. This is a structure that's been added by one of the mods I have installed. And if you're interested in the mods, I have them always listed in the episode description, so take a peek there if you're interested in any of them. But this particular structure, it's a legendary structure, so I should be able to clear it. What it does is it basically just adds plus 10 to all the major income sources, so everything from production to knowledge here. So that's a really nice one to have. I think I'll go out and clear that as well. And of course, I also want to clear this tomb. So I can get there in one turn. So the only negative is that it's going to make it take one more turn to get to Firak. But quite frankly, I think that'll be worth it just because I'll get quite a bit of extra income. This city is going to be a real powerhouse of just all kinds of awesomeness coming in here. And it's going to drastically improve my income. So I'm very excited to get this city in my domain. So this city is going to be ready next turn for an animate ruins. So I'm going to be using that as well. But one other thing I did want to mention from Casper, he also suggested that now that my heroes have Undying, some of my Necromancer heroes do. So you can see here Crogar has Undying, and so does, I believe, Cirrus as well. We'll just go find him. I think Cirrus is underground, if I remember right. Yep, there he is. So Cirrus also has Undying. Casper had suggested that if I also give these, when they level up, if I give them lifesteal, which I could actually do right now, it's cheap, and it's also really good because I'm going to be using them more in melee combat and trying to get ghoul curses and whatnot. It would be beneficial to have lifesteal on these heroes as well, so I'm actually going to do that here. So thank you again to Casper for those awesome suggestions, and thank you to everybody that leaves comments. It's always appreciated, and honestly, I can say even from I've only had this channel going for a couple of months here, and I really do feel like I'm already quite a bit better at this game. And a lot of it has to do literally with just comments from you guys, from the viewers. So I really appreciate the comments. They help me, and I think they help a lot of other people get better. And honestly, it's just great having the back and forth exchange because it's really fun for me to kind of analyze my decision making and then try to improve on it. So as always, guys, thank you. Anyway, enough yammering from me. I tend to sometimes get a little long-winded in these kind of intros, but let's get into this game here. I'm really excited to keep this one going. So in our last episode there, we ended with our turn kind of in mid swing here, so we do have some decisions to make. So we've got some production to deal with. I notice here that our dwelling is finished its production of the Chamber of the Right. So now it would be great to make I think we'll do, I guess I misspoke in a previous episode. The Throne of Bone is actually what allows you to create the Wraith King. I think I had misstated that the Mausoleum lets you do that. So we'll do the Throne of Bone. That's going to be quite nice. And I think in this instance we will rush this, simply because it's really, the happiness penalty isn't going to do much to us. We're already at 160, and it'll only last for 5 turns, so let's do that. So we'll rush production there. That's going to deal with most of our gold income there, so that's fine. Now in terms of casting, I think last time I had mentioned that I don't have enough to cast any other spell and still have enough left over to cast Animate Ruin, because I would need something that is less than, let's see, we've got 60, so we have 48 extra casting points, so I would need something that's less than 48 or less, and the only thing I have that is in that criteria would be corrupt the source, and I don't think there's any sources that I can corrupt at the moment, so nothing in my domain that's in need of that, so we won't do that. We'll wait to cast anything. Mboku has been, I finally got Embrace Darkness on Mboku, so now we can, start pumping out these butchers, which is going to be really good. They're going to have a lot of lifesteal. So let's do our other production here. So this is the Throne City. We will do an Embalmer's Guild in case we want to produce any units from here. And now we don't really have enough income, gold income, to start worrying about these other cities, so we're just going to do merchandise for the most part. Now, one other thing, Casper had mentioned it might be worth trying to ghoul curse some of these shadow demons. There's some underground as well. And he was wondering if they are susceptible to ghoul curse. So from what it looks like here, they should absolutely be susceptible. I'm not noticing any particular thing here that's going to make them immune. They don't have spirit protection, and they don't have, in this case, they don't have any other thing that would render them immune to that, so they should be able to be ghoul cursed. So for Casper there, that is the case, at least with those tier 3 shadow demons. So again, we will just do merchandise kind of across the board here, I think. All right, and our builder. Now, I do have to make a bit of a decision here. It may have been nice to go up this way and put a fort here to grab that, but I think what we'll do here is we'll just keep heading down. We'll grab the hasteberries maybe, and then we might end up building a fort maybe here. Oh, but it would also be great to build a bridge. I'm going to have to decide kind of what the better option is there. So it looks like, again, we've got a city here, but we aren't able to reach it with our Lost Soul, unfortunately. Alright, our big guy has some movement left, so we will... Actually, Cirrus has some movement left. So we'll keep heading down this way, I think. We'll move him into the stack. So last episode, I'd acquired this Shock Serpent, King Shock Serpent, which I'm very happy about. I'm going to combine the Shock Serpent King and this Wraith with this support unit here, this Halfling Apprentice. And that will actually be a pretty decent little unit. And, oh yeah, and we had scouted this area in the Shadow Realm, and it looks like there's nothing really here. It's kind of just a little island, so that's going to take his movement for the time being. And that's going to do it for our turn. So we're going to end our turn there. So now I still want to know where Dwemis is. I have no idea where Dwemis is. And we've got this group of heroes underground, and we've also got Wazul moving in now. So we're going to be producing units here and then sending them off to join, basically. To join our heroes in their stacks here and give them additional units, basically. And now with these two, I think I might be able to win this battle. It's going to be tough as these units have quite a bit of health, so maybe I won't be able to win just yet. But I have a better chance if that does end up needing to happen. I can still use my strategy of basically just running away. And then, so it'll be interesting to see what Firak has for units. I'm guessing he doesn't have any... Well, actually, I know for pretty much a fact he doesn't have any tier 4 yet, because nobody in this game so far... We will do manual combat here. Nobody in this game so far has gotten the Empire upgrade, or the Empire quest, I should say, where they've produced a tier 4 unit. So I'm pretty darn confident that I'm going to be pretty much the only one with tier 4 units at this point, which is a good thing for me. Yeah, I think we're just going to keep running away because it's not really worth us trying to fight these units here. Just think they're a little bit too strong for us. Even with this Wraith King, I just don't think it's going to be doable for us to try and fight them, honestly. Okay. So that's out of the way. I think I maybe need one more unit in there just to be able to deal with that. So maybe once we're done animating the ruin, we could summon a unit to help or something like that. Okay. So oh my goodness, look at that massive jump in gold we acquired there from plundering the city of Irandi there. That is just excellent. We did get an item over. We got a musket here, prototype rifle over to Cirrus, which is always a good thing. So let's first things first, let's deal with this city. So we are going to animate ruins and bring this city back into our control. Boom, there we go. Boy, that's nice. Just like that, that city is back in our control. So let's take a peek here. So unfortunately, we did lose some of the upgrades, but that's okay. We will just basically start producing them here. And this city has so much production that it's just unreal. So we'll start with a Harvester's Guild. And then we will do a Builder's Hall after that, I think. And then from there, we'll just keep working on production of different structures. All right, so again, I could go and clear this tomb right away and embark. I think what we'll do, though, is we'll go clear this monument first. Okay, and we do have a Lord of the Deep who we may be able to Ghoul Curse if we play our cards right. Now, of course, I do have to be careful here because my units are embarked, which means that they're going to be a little bit more vulnerable to attack. So I can't be as maybe... And I also can't revive them if they go down. I have to remember that. So the Bone Dragon's probably going to have to do kind of the bulk of the work in this battle, I'm thinking. So we'll send him in. Can we get a curse on the Lord of the Deep? We can. Okay, that's going to improve our odds when it comes to trying to Ghoul Curse him. I'm a big fan of those Lords of the Deep. I think they're really cool units. Oh, and I actually forgot that these Sirens had that attack. Kind of grouped up there a little bit, and unfortunately my Revenant caster here got really, really beat up. That was definitely a mistake on my part. Should not have grouped up like that. Right, if we take one step that way... Oh, we're still going to miss. I think I would rather hit both Sirens here, because they're pretty nasty. There we go. Okay. Geez, you know, we may end up actually losing a unit or two, which I prefer to avoid. You can see Crogar really took a big hit there. And I don't know if his Undying actually works in the water. I actually don't know about that, so I'm not going to risk it, so I'm going to have to send him back for sure. Jeez, you know, maybe I shouldn't have done this battle now that I think about it. I got a little overconfident once again. Well, we're in it now, so we gotta play the hand we're dealt here, basically. So I think our Titans can probably tank some of the... Our Titan can tank some of the damage here, if need be. So, yeah, I think we'll move in and we'll deal with... There we go. Now, as for Crogar here, it would probably be best to literally just run back, kind of as far back as possible. Put the Raptor there in defense mode. Let's see what kind of range we got on this. Put the caster back here as well. Fortunately, going to be open to a flank attack there. Not ideal. Okay, what about... Yeah, we could do this. That does quite a bit of damage. I think we'll do that. There we go. Okay. Now for Crogar here... Yeah, we'll drop a heal, actually, maybe on himself. I don't think anybody... Oh, okay, they could come in and wail on him there, so... We'll just do a self-heal. There we go. Ooh, that thunderstorm. Ouch. Yeah, we're probably going to lose a unit here, I'm thinking. Yeah, so we lost our Draconian Flamer, which is kind of unfortunate. Again, not the end of the world, frankly. Just annoying, more than anything else. We may not have the opportunity to actually Ghoul Curse the Lord of the Deep. We may just have to go for the kill here. Alright, so we'll do this. Got a Siren here. We could try and Ghoul Curse, actually. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Immune. Okay, again, though, always worth a try. Okay, we'll send our Bone Dragon like this. And then... So we've already cursed the Lord of the Deep. So we'll just hit him with some damage. You know what, it's okay that we lost that Flamer. It's probably worth replacing at some point anyway. Oh, and he died without getting a chance to Ghoul Curse. Ah, that's okay. Again, just clearing that for the resources. It's a shame because this Flamer had so much experience, but quite frankly, I'm probably going to replace him with a unit from this tomb anyway. Wow, okay, we got some pretty incredible rewards here. So we got Summon Earth Elemental, a nice tier 3 summonable unit. We got a bunch of extra knowledge if we want to take it, and then we got Terrorizing Skewer of Imminent Despair. So this weapon, it's a mythical weapon. Overwhelm, so more damage against pikemen and shielded units. +1 melee in physical and spirit, and then fearsome as well. Yeah, we'll take that. That's that's pretty incredible, honestly. Much better than this little scythe that we have currently. And let's send that to Nabal's stack there. Wow, that's pretty awesome. And just that extra knowledge is fantastic there too. And so now we will head over to the tomb. And again, it's a shame that we lost that flamer, but we're going to probably replace him with something from this tomb anyway, which we're going to try and use Greater Reanimate Undead on. So, and frankly, just having all that extra income is pretty awesome. So I'm not too upset about that, frankly. And now we could have this Builder's Hall done in 1 turn because we have over 100 production. So, boy, oh boy, that's fantastic. All right, so we've done Crogar's movement. And now we have to deal with Cirrus underground here. So we'll move down this way. Again, I'm wondering where the heck... So these are now independent. So that means Rowlar had these cities previously. So we will clear out the spawner here. And take out some of these little pesky units. We do have an assassin, it looks like there, so that's a goblin assassin. Again, I'm not really scared of any of these units. I can pretty much just charge in gung-ho. Try and drop a curse on the assassin. No such luck. Move our charger in and drop some heals. There we go. Just want him nice and healthy. So we're taking some minor hits there, but nothing too crazy. We've got so much health with these Titans, I really don't have to worry about much. So we'll come in and wail on these scoundrels and get the kill there. Let's see if we can get a despair on these guys. We did. Alright, perfect. And then, you know what? Let's try for a ghoul curse on these assassins. We got it. That's awesome. And then we can get the kill here. Oh, and I forgot there was a gate there. Oh well. So now we'll move in this way. And we'll send our charger in here as well. Do some damage. Perfect. Oh, they're going to use sprint there to be able to use some ranged attacks on me. Nothing I can't handle. We do still have a heal left here with our caster, who I guess we'll just do a self-heal because that's a little bit better. Light up the scoundrel a little bit there. And you know what? It might be nice to have another... scout, so maybe we will just move a few of our units in around here. Let's see, can we get a curse? Nope, immune. We did get a little bit of life back, though, with that lifesteal, so... Oh, we actually did get a curse there. We don't need a Union Guard, and we don't need these boots, so we will just sell that for gold. So we got the assassin. We actually did ghoul curse the assassin. Perfect. Another unit there for us. We'll just keep moving this way. Ooh, and now we've got some nice structures to potentially clear out. We've got a Well of Life, and we've also got the dungeon, which I would like to try and clear. That would be really, really good. So Cirrus is done now. And the assassin I'm going to send to join this stack here. So, with first things first, though, let's do some scouting. Alright, so we found a Naga dwelling here. And we've also found another spawner, Brigand Hideout. Let's go this way. Oh, and there's some Naga. We don't want to mess with them. Okay. Again, I'm really wondering where the heck Dwemis is. Maybe he's down here in the bottom corner or something. Yeah, I mean, he is a dwarf, so chances are he spawned underground, but I mean, he could have also spawned above ground, I suppose, so we'll have to see. Alright, so now we have to decide what to do with all these heroes. So this Lost Library was a little bit above the pay grade of this stack as it stands, so we'll have to So now which one is the... I think this is the one that has the... Yeah, this is the one that has dedicated to evil and life drain as a result of the Embrace Darkness. So we'll send him in to join the stacks up here eventually. So we want to get a hold of this city. That much is definitely for sure. But we do need to also maybe reinforce here a bit. So why don't we send the Charger... Actually, what do we got in this stack? So we have melee and then 2 supports, so we do need probably another melee. So yeah, we'll send the Raptor to join. There we go. Yeah, I think we'll be okay with this city. So we will attack the city here. And they do have a stone wall, so it's going to be a little bit of a pain to get through there, but I think we'll be just fine. And again, we are able to revive if our units go down, so I think what we'll do here is we'll send our Nightmare in kind of as the vanguard, and Nabal will be kind of our backup. So we're going to drop a Dragon Ancestry there. Okay, so we've got basically the War Grider is the main thing we want to worry about. Everything else is pretty tame. Obviously those Swarm Darters do some damage, but they're not really something I'm too scared of at this point. Quite frankly, I can do quite a bit of damage with my ranged units here as well, so yeah, we'll do... There we go, a little bit more. Can we get the kill even? Yep. Perfect. And then our Elders can move in, do a little bit of damage themselves. So I'm expecting they're probably going to come and attack here, my Nightmare. There we go. That lifesteal's doing its job, though, which is great. So now we can attack these half-breeds. Hopefully get the kill. There we go. And, you know, it'd be kind of nice to have a heal there. So let's see. What kind of damage can we do? Perfect. So yeah, we'll come in and we'll do a heal. And then we can actually move our Toadstool Fairies in and finish them off that way. Now we just got these Swarm Darters who are on fire. As you can see there, they're immolated. Take a little bit of damage, but nothing we can't handle. Just light them up a little bit more. There we go. Fire a musket at them. Perfect. And just like that, we have a new underground city with a lot of different things in its domain here. It looks like we've got a foundry, which we could go explore. So this is a legendary structure that adds production and gold, but primarily production. We've got an inn, which we can actually use our Corrupt the Source on, which might be kind of nice, especially since we don't have enough technically to cast anything else. So why don't we do that? There we go. Now we have a Haunted Inn, which gives us some gold, mana, and dead population. We can also try raiding out this Raven's Keep, legendary structure here that just adds a ton of mana income. Not that we really need it. We're kind of swimming in mana at the moment, but I think we're just going to migrate this one to... There's no real reason to keep this one as goblins, quite frankly. I don't really see... I don't think any of this is wetland underground here. Fertile plains. Oh, there is some wetland. I guess we could keep it as... Yeah, I guess we'll just keep it as goblins. Alright, so that one's going to be ours next turn here. I thought about plundering it, but frankly, I just want to get it in our domain faster, and we've got so much gold right now. I'm not as concerned about income at the moment. Could go... Actually, we could go deal with this and get some extra casting points. That might be nice. Yeah, I'm just making sure what else these other stacks can do. So let's see, what was the deal here? So we had Human Evangelists, Reanimators, an High Elf Storm Sister. Yeah, I mean, even with this Raptor, that's probably just a touch maybe too difficult for us and a bit of a risk. So maybe what we'll do is we'll clear some of these other structures to kind of get a bit stronger, and then we'll come back and deal with that. So first things first, let's take out these Draconians here that are kind of just hanging out by themselves. And of course, we can use this Deathbringer to try and make friends with one of them if we need, with Ghoul Curse. Right, and of course they're going to be immune to fire, so I'm not really able to do much there. Let's light them up a little bit. Charge in and wail on this one. Let's get the kill there. And then we will teleport in behind and try for the curse. We didn't get it, but we did get some extra health from them, so a little bit of life steal. Alright, so now we can clear this structure as well. This will actually be kind of difficult just because of all those ranged units, but I think we'll be fine. So let's clear this one out. Well, when I noticed my Warlord leveled up, and I actually didn't do that before this battle, I probably should have. Oh, I guess that's not him, though. That was Nabal who leveled up, so no worries there. Alright, so our Raptor's going to probably tank the damage here a little bit. And our Blight Doctor and our Apprentice are going to kind of just reinforce here. Alright, now let's see what they do. I'm expecting them to kind of charge in here at me. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I shouldn't have grouped up because all these ranged units have... Yeah, that was a mistake on my part. They all have attacks that hit multiple units. So Fireworks hits one unit and then affects other units next to them. You can see here with Panicked or Dazzled. And then obviously the Firebomb here does damage to multiple units. So that was kind of a mistake on my part. Alright, so we'll use Wazul there to come in and get the kill. And let's see. So we'll take out this Fell Horse if possible. There we go. Now it'd be great to engage these Jesters in melee combat, which I think we're actually going to do, even though we're taking some hits there. Actually, that might not have been the best plan now that I think about it. Okay, we'll go here. We actually took a lot of damage there. More than I kind of was anticipating. There we go. Hopefully we don't lose. I hope we don't lose these Raptors, but I guess we'll have to see what happens here. It depends on what this Fell Horse decides to do. Okay, we're fine. So now we just have to drop some heals quick. There we go. And then we can take out the... try to and fail. There we go. And then we can basically just come in and wail on these little halflings. And it looks like they were immune to the curse. I don't think we ended up... No, we didn't end up cursing anybody. So even though I blundered that one, we still did okay. I don't really need the Dread Monkey. I'm just going to sell that for gold. Now we can move over here. And I think we'll still initiate this battle. So we're fighting mostly fire units here. So what I'm going to do, I'm obviously going to keep Wazul back because he's not feeling so great. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, first of all, heal the Raptor that way, and then we're going to also heal the Raptor with our Blight Doctor. So back to almost full health, basically. And we're going to start moving in. A little bit of damage there, but nothing we couldn't handle. Go. And we can probably kill off these hatchlings. Perfect. Now between the Deathbringer and the Raptor, I think we'll be okay. So I'm going to charge in on the Flamers. And then we're going to teleport in. Wail on the Hellhounds a little bit. Don't want to go in too far, so I'll stay back. Drop that hit there. Wazul. Okay, perfect. So the raptors are pretty resistant to fire, so that was just fine. And we've already used pretty much all our heals and whatnot, so... I think I might be able to get off a... Yeah, I can get a little bit of a hit there. There we go. Our Deathbringer's going to move in as well. So now we just got to take out this Elder. Perfect. That's dealt with. So we're gradually clearing these structures, getting some experience with our units, which is good. Move back. And that takes care of that, so that's good. And then we do still want to clear this, obviously, but we have to be a little bit kind of conservative here. So we've just got some wisps to deal with, which we should be able to do no problem here. So we'll initiate that battle as well. Oh, and I forgot to do my level up with Nabal there. Oh well, we'll do it after this battle. Unfortunately, we have some units here with elemental damage, which should do a number on these wisps, as you see there. Minimum of 3, so yeah, we'll get the kill as long as we don't fumble. There we go. And then let's move in here, do a blast, and we should get the kill, no problem. Perfect. Now it's just one left who can't really do anything to us too crazy. Alright, perfect. No major damage there. We'll do a Dragon Ancestry. We'll do a self-heal, because why not? We'll move in here and blast and get the kill. Excellent. And that's going to get us some extra... Ooh, and we got more 60. Perfect. Alright, so that's great. We can actually cast another spell or start casting another spell this turn. So we could summon... You know what? This might be a good opportunity to maybe summon some more units here to help out with something that's going on. So let me kind of just... I'll have to think about this for a second here. So this stack's pretty much done. It's moving. Oh, and let's do our level up here. So we've got Nabal leveled up. So we now have Blood Brothers, which I'm going to take. So this is going to give all the units in Nabal's stack Spirit Immunity and... So let's take a peek. So now we have... Yeah, we have more Spirit Protection from Strong Will. And then we also have Mind Control Immunity as in addition to that, which... Where is that? Here we go, Strong Will. So unit is immune to mind control effects and has 100% spirit protection. But of course we did have some spirit weakness due to being a ghoul and being undead. So we're not 100% immune, but at least we have greater protection. So that's really a good one from a warlord, especially for a necromancer. I really like having and playing with undead units. I like having the warlord there, and that was a good level up there. I like that one. Okay, so now let's kind of see. We've got a whole bunch of things I haven't really been dealing with here. So yeah, that's done. We had... Oh, we produced a Master's Guild back here. That's great. So now we can start just pumping out some structures here. So let's really see if we can expand our domain here. I think we've already got an observatory in this city. Yeah, we do. So now let's maybe start working on some walls. I think that would probably be a good idea. And then we can get a stone wall to increase that a little bit more. And then maybe after that we'll build a Cathedral of Bones to try to improve the growth rate of this city, which is a little bit low right now. And then maybe we can get this in our domain eventually. Well, we have our builder still who needs to get down here. Okay, so we'll grab that. We'll head down here. And yeah, so the builder, I think I'm gonna build a bridge across. And actually, back in our throne, why don't we make a settler? I think that's what we'll do. So we'll make a Ghoul Draconian settler. There we go. And then we can start sending that settler down this way to take advantage of some excellent real estate down there. Okay, so we now have our Throne of Bone produced, and the city's a little bit less happy, but not that that makes a big difference. We're still at a decent... Oh, we actually are even better now, so that's just fine. So we're still at 160. So now we are able to produce Wraith King units, which is excellent. So we're going to literally just start producing those on a loop. Very, very happy about that. And then once we start having those guys, we're going to just start sending them into where we need them, basically. That's absolutely fantastic. So now we can basically just do production in some of these other cities. So we need to kind of think about what... So this has a Magic Academy, which we could build. That might be good if we're going to produce some support units. So we'll produce an Embalmer's Guild there. That's also going to help with growth a little bit. Mboku's produced a Butcher. And I think we will just make another Butcher. Alright, so let's do this stack now. So again, I have to kind of decide where I want to go with them. So maybe we will... Might be worth kind of scouting over the... Oh, you know what? There's Dwemis. I never noticed that. So Dwemis has this city. Okay, well, we know where we're going next. So we're going to head over this way. Hopefully this connects over there. You know what? We probably need to even fortify this city a little bit now that I realize that. Okay, well, it's a good thing I'm producing some units, I guess. And we'll have this unit coming on over, so that's good. We could even scout just a touch ahead. Ooh, is that... I don't know if this is a dead end. I really hope it isn't. I guess we'll find out. Alright, let's do some research here. Ooh, we have Resurrect Hero. You know what? This one might be a good one just to have in our back pocket just in case we need it. So we've got 400 to spend and we could do this in one turn. Boy, that would be great. Dark Gift is a nice one. All my units would get Inflict Curse and +2 physical damage until the end of combat. I think we're going to do Resurrect Hero, though, just in case any of my heroes go down. I can't say no to that one, honestly. Alright, so now what are we going to research next? Additional casting points would always be a good thing. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll grab a few more casting points. We are kind of needing to cast a lot of spells increasingly, so that's, I think, going to be a good choice. And then after that, we'll keep working on other research. Let's pop back up to the top here. So let's do Fahas now. Let's see. So this city doesn't have a ton of things here, so we could do a shrine to increase growth and get a little bit more mana. Right now we just have the ability to make tier 1 and tier 2 units. Yeah, we're not really on the front line with this city, so I don't have to worry too much about kind of getting it ready for defense or anything like that. So I think maybe what we'll do... Yeah, we'll do the shrine just to help with growth a bit there. And then we'll decide what to do next. So, okay, this little guy needs to grow ASAP. So we'll do an Embalmer's Guild, because it's just so tiny. In this city here, it would be great to have some additional units, but I think we'll just have to end up summoning a unit here to help, so maybe we'll do a... You know, it'd be great to put an Embrace Darkness on this city, and then summon, a few turns later, summon one of these tier 3 units to help in that battle. Maybe that's what we'll do. So nobody else is really in the vicinity that can kind of help with this battle, and I don't want to just keep having to run away, run away, run away. So I think that's what we'll do, maybe. Actually, alternatively, we could summon a unit up here and then have them move down. That would only take a few turns. But honestly, I think it would be faster to just do Embrace Darkness here. And then we can summon either a Frost Elemental or an Earth Elemental. So the Frost Elemental here, let's take a quick peek at him. So he does have physical weakness, projectile resistance, mind you, inflict chilling, inflict freezing cold, frost aura, defender, extra bonus when you're in defense mode, inflict frostbite. It's kind of nice. And then The Earth Elemental, though, I really like these guys. In particular because they have regrowth. And when you also add in lifesteal, that makes them pretty deadly. So I think we'll do an Earth Elemental. Although, hang on a sec. The Earth Elemental is weak to Blight. And I think these Shadow Demons might do Blight damage. Let me just double check. Okay, no, they do Spirit. They do Spirit. That's okay then. So yeah, we will start summoning an Earth Elemental, I think. Get him in there. And now let's do Anemone here. So in terms of production for this little city, again, we could start making an adventurer. It's not really going to help in that battle much. So why don't we just do a Builder's Hall? Okay, so Zwa here. Ooh, this city's got pretty low production, not able to do much. Be great to have this city grow and encompass a few more of these structures around here. So we'll do a Builder's Hall to increase production so we can build a few more things there. Orion Dean. Let's see, what else do we need in this particular city? Nothing too crazy here. It would be great to start clearing some of these structures, as I've said, but that's not really a priority right now. Now that I know where Dwemis is, I can start working on trying to kill him off, basically. Yeah, this city growing, I mean, we could get that, maybe that gold mine in there. So maybe a Cathedral of Bones. The Stables of Unlife is a great upgrade, but I don't think we're going to be making any cavalry from this city, so it's probably not really worth it. Let's just do some merchandise. We'll think about that. And yeah, so we're going to just tell him to chill. Okay, our boar, so we got to do a little bit more exploration here. Actually, it might be kind of nice to go check out on land here, so let's go back to land. We can go explore in here and see if there's anything hiding that I'm not seeing. Maybe Dwemis has some above-ground troops or something like that. Just have to keep an eye out for that. And obviously I'm going to try and get over to the left now that I know that that's where Dwemis is. But we do want to clear out this structure, so I'm going to wait. And this guy can head underground. That's actually going to be a good thing. Okay, and our little scout needs to come back from the Shadow Realm. Which he did. Ooh, you know, this island might be prime for a city as well. I'll have to go and explore it a little bit better. I might be able to make a couple of settlers to actually make a few different cities. Alright, so we're going to end our turn there. And let's kind of see what happens here. Oh, and I keep forgetting about this city. I need to go grab this one as well. I should maybe make a couple of... Actually, maybe in these cities I'll start gearing for production so I can make a little army to just go over and take this city. Probably don't need much there because I'm guessing it's not super well defended. I think it was a vassal of Rowlar at one point, so we'll have to see what that kind of entails, but... So it'll be interesting to see. I'm wondering if Dwemis is going to maybe start trying to attack me soon. I never noticed that he took this city, so that was... Oh, and it's a vassal, so that means he probably only took it recently. Now, since it's a vassal, that makes me wonder if he's even here. He might actually be somewhere else entirely. But I guess we'll have to find out. Boy, I'm so excited for this dwelling to be pumping out Wraith King units. And so we're going to just have to do our little kite strategy for another couple turns on this city, as boring as it is. Once again, though, I'm going to kind of think about some strategy while I'm doing this. So we now know where that vassal city of Dwemis is. So I think what I'm going to try to do is focus on, again, moving in, seeing if that's just a vassal of his, or if he actually has territory there, if he has, you know, is his throne in that bottom left corner underground. because obviously the longer I let him go, the more of a pain in the butt he's going to be just as a Theocrat with all that spirit damage coming at me. Actually, that's where maybe having the balls stacked there would be kind of nice with that Blood Brothers upgrade. Because I'm obviously going to be fighting against potentially, eventually, some shrines if I don't deal with him very, very quickly. And spirit damage can be a real pain for undead, so it would be actually really nice to have Nabal leading a stack. So maybe actually, that's great. Now that I think about that, I'll split my stack there. I'll keep Nabal, I'll move Nabal south, and I'll keep Bahir, the Necromancer. I'll keep him. Okay, nice. We got some. Now we have healing with Nabal, so now Nabal can heal a stack if he needs to. And he's got a few items on the way as well. And let's just go back up here. So before I forget, let's move this settler out of the throne city here. So I think we'll just start heading down this way, basically. There we go. When these little guys have moved into the edge of this city, I'm assuming they're not going to attack me because they're not red. They're just in. This was a former army of Rowlar, I think. And when I killed Rowlar, they stopped being in his control there. We'll do a stone wall now in this city. Alright, so we got some more decisions to make here. So first things first, though, let's take the scout in and check out. Oh yeah, this would be a great spot for a city. Look at all this. So you'd get a Heart of the Tropics, a Ziggurat if I can clear it, gold mine, mana node, dungeon, and it's on its own little island, which means it'd be kind of protected. Boy, this would be a prime location for a city, like right smack in the middle kind of thing. And then as it grows, it would encompass all of that. I'm definitely going to try putting a city there. The only thing is I need a bit of an army to come clear this, but yeah, that's exciting there. I'm almost tempted to send this guy over, but of course it's not worth going and making a city there if I haven't cleared everything first. So that's a spot for a city maybe after I've built my other city that I was planning over by where Cirrus cleared. So just something to keep in kind of on the back burner there to remember. And so now let's take Crogar. Let's clear this tomb. I'm excited for this. Okay, yeah, so we can try and get maybe this Draconian Deathbringer or some of these Reanimators or something like that. So here's where we'll make a new friend and replace that unfortunate loss of that Flamer. Okay, so we will send our Bone Dragon in up the gut here along with our Titan. And so now we've got to do a little bit of healing because our units are kind of beat up just a touch. So we will heal our Raptor and self-heal our caster there. Alright, so now what I'm hoping is they kind of just come right at me. I can take out the Deathbringers, use my Greater Reanimate Undead to make my new friend. There we go. Alright, now can we get the kill? Not quite, but we'll be pretty close. There we go. Maybe with a little bit of range damage here. Not quite again. Jeez. Alright, well, we'll come in and finish the job. Perfect. And then, new friend acquired. Now, hopefully the new friend doesn't get killed here, because if he goes down, I'm not gonna... Okay, perfect. Since I've already used my Greater Reanimate Undead, I wouldn't be able to bring him back, is what I was going to say there. So we'll finish the Cadaver to allow our Titan to move in. So we've got a High Elf Reanimator and a Human Reanimator. So take out the Lost Souls. There we go. Engage the Archers. Just go like this, and then we'll move in here and we'll try to make a friend. Okay, and we failed. Bone Dragon can move in and wail on this Reanimator. Perfect. So we did get our new Draconian Deathbringer, who will be able to join the stack. Lizard on a Stick, we get Poison Spit. Nah, I'm going to just sell. Now we have tons and tons of gold, so... There we go. And Crogar actually leveled up, which is great. So we could try and get Necromantic Aura, I suppose. Although, frankly, I don't think that's really going to be that useful. So maybe what we'll do instead... Although in that situation where I was right next to that Reanimator that ended up going in melee with me, that might have actually helped. But I actually think maybe getting Inflict Curse would be kind of nice. And Inflict Despair. So Inflict Curse is great. Because basically it's kind of like Throw Curse, except that your ranged attacks have and melee attacks have a chance to inflict Curse, which is pretty useful. Alright, so now we've got some research decisions to make. There's nothing here that I'm really that excited about. Dark Gift, I think, maybe is one I'll grab, just because that's a pretty decent one to kind of improve my odds in a battle. Damnation is great if you're kind of under siege. Or also if you want to kind of mess up an enemy city. All non-undead and non-machine units in target city's domain are weakened. So basically just makes them more susceptible to damage. Yeah, Dark Gift. I think maybe we'll do Dark Gift, but let's finish up our actual battles and stuff before we pick our research. And maybe something will change here. So we've got... Yeah, let's raid this dungeon here. This is something I've been waiting for. So let's raid the dungeon. We can try and maybe grab that Manticore Rider if possible. That would be an awesome addition to our little stack here. So we'll first send in our big boys to tank the damage. We want to get our Reanimators and our Caster in range too. Actually, we've got a lot of units we could try and grab. It'd be great to even get these Shock Troopers too. So we've got a lot of good options here for new potential friends. And can we get to the... Yeah, we can. So we'll throw a curse on the Manticore Rider there. Alright, so they're going to come in at us. Again, I'd really like to get that Manticore Rider. That would be fantastic. I do have to be kind of careful, though, because these units are decently strong, actually, so I don't want to just do a little bit of damage there. Again, I'm going to play this one kind of conservative here, because I don't want to... Okay, so the Manticore Rider can come in there, so we'll move like this. Do some more damage. This is where Whale of Despair might actually be really nice. And of course I have Undying, so I don't have to worry too much, but... I think maybe we'll actually just put our boys in defense mode here. The only one who can really get by us is the Manticore Rider, which is... Yeah, that's exactly what I was expecting. Oh, and of course I didn't think they were going to go all the way around like that, but that's fine. Yeah, the Titans are doing their job up front, so no worries there. And our Chargers, I think, are going to be able to handle their business there all right. So now the question is... Let's see. We could break off here, actually. That might be a good plan. Come in and beat the heck out of these shock troops. There we go. Take a step back. Try for some cursing. There we go. That's going to make our ghoul... Now we have a 72% chance. Alright, let's try it. Ooh, and we got it. Perfect. So now we have Ghoul Curse on the Manticore Rider, who we're going to finish off. And our Caster is probably going to go down. Which would be kind of unfortunate, but we can revive the Caster if that does happen, so I think we'll be fine. And if Cirrus goes down, he's got Undying, so I'm not too concerned. Oh wow, they actually just... Yeah, that's fine. And is there anybody else left that would be worth cursing? I think we'll just maybe finish off those Berserkers. So we'll just drop some heals. There we go. Perfect. So that was a nice acquisition there. Ooh, my. And we could grab a Draconian Flyer, a Yeti, and some extra gold. Heck yeah, I'll take that. Wow. That's a nice stack of units there. Now, they're not ghouls, of course, so I'd have to have them with a hero in order to turn them into ghouls. But quite frankly, they don't need to be ghouls just yet at this point. Alright, so now I've got a decision to make. So we've got a Tigran city down here, it looks like. And then we've got some structures over here. So I think we'll head to the left. And what I'm hoping is that this is going to lead us... I mean, of course, we won't know until we're over here. But I'm hoping this is going to lead us over here. And connect to where Dwemis might be. Actually, you know what? Let's also send this unit further down the pipe here. Okay. I don't think we're going to do that battle. It's a little bit too dangerous for us. Okay, so we can clear out this structure. Just some tier 2s and tier 1s, so nothing too crazy here. Should be pretty straightforward. Although it might be nice to grab a Tigran Mystic to have another support unit there, able to heal. Start basically building another army. So let's throw a curse on the Mystic. Ooh, still not a great chance. Even cursed, that's still not a great chance there. So, probably due to the high resistance. Oh, it doesn't even have a great super high resistance. Oh, it's because of the innate spirit protection. That's why it's got a good... Right, because Tigrans actually have a racial... If we look at Tigrans, they actually have a little bit less resistance. But that's offset in this case by the spirit protection because Ghoul Curse is a spirit check, so that makes sense. All right, so we will move in. I'm going to play a little bit more aggressive now. Okay, immune. Worth a try. Deal with that. We'll send... I suppose maybe I should have used my reanimator to try to despair or something, but... Let's come in like this. Put ourselves in defense mode. There we go. Let's see what happens here. Oh, I'm surprised they didn't attack. Oh, there we go. Well, we did get a Ghoul Curse there on the one unit. Nice kills there. Sirius is a little worse for wear, so let's see if we can help Sirius out just a bit. So we'll do that. I mean, Sirius is going to go down, but of course, with that Undying, I'm not too worried about it. Actually, boy, that lifesteal... Wow, that lifesteal kept him alive. That was a gain from Casper Eklund. That was a great suggestion. You can see there just how much of a difference that made. Basically just kept him completely alive, so that's excellent. Already cursed, so we can't do anything there. And we've already used pretty much all our heals, so we'll just come in for the kill here. Yeah, we'll just blast him to death. There we go. So we did get a Ghoul Tigran Sabertooth Chariot out of that. Which is totally fine. Nothing to sneeze at there. That's pretty good. We are going to need some more healing, though, because obviously we don't have any support units here able to heal. None of these are going to be of any use to us either. Now that is where it's nice to have some of these units that aren't undead, because they can just heal over time themselves. Oh, and Cirrus leveled up, and I didn't apply it. Probably should have before this battle. That's okay. I'm not going to worry too much about Ghoul Cursing at this point. I just want to kind of get this cleared out. Might actually be just worth doing a bit of a self-heal here. Yeah, there we go. Oops, I shouldn't have taken that attack of opportunity, but it ended up being just fine. Come in and wail on that dire bear some more. There we go. Light up these boars just a touch. Do a little self-heal action there. We can come in and get the kill on the bear. So again, I can play this one pretty aggressively because I'm not really worried about my units taking any damage per se. They're all incredibly powerful now, so... Kill off the Dread Monkey. There we go. Kill off the Shock Serpent. Who's left? We just got the Boar, which is dead now. The Reed Serpent's out of commission too. Perfect. Okay, so we do want to, yeah, we're gonna head down here and just kind of hope that this doesn't dead end. And you know what? We could send these units off to go take this city. Actually, maybe that's a good plan. I mean, I may need them to help me with Dwemis, but I can always turn them around if necessary. Yeah, we'll just send this unit down here and see if we can take that city, maybe. Alright, let's do Sirius's level up. Oh, it's going to cost us a little bit too much there to do Necromancy, unfortunately. So yeah, we're going to just keep saving points for that. Okay. So yeah, let's do our research now. Oh, actually, we still have some armies that can battle. I forgot. We have these guys up here. So we have to decide what to do with them. I suppose let's go take a peek at this and see how strong it is. Okay, we got a flame tank and some musketeers. Fortunately, we have decent fire protection. Before we do that, though, can this... Nope, can't get there. We'll send this little guy up to the city here. That's not where I want to keep him, but... And Wazul is probably... I have to decide what to do with Wazul. I'm almost tempted to send this Deathbringer back down this way just to kind of reinforce the city. But I think what we'll do is maybe we'll produce a Blight Doctor to have our ranged unit to guard the city a little bit. Alright, let's try this battle out. I think we'll be fine. The main issue is going to be dealing with this flame tank. Again, as long as Bahir stays alive, he can revive 2 units, so... Alright, so I want to buff Nabal, definitely. And I think with Nabal, I'm actually going to cast Lion's Courage on our Ghoul Nightmare, who's going to be kind of a bit of our tank, I think, in this situation. So I'm going to keep Bahir back, primarily because I don't want him getting into the nastiness of the battle if I can avoid it, because I'm going to need him to revive the Nightmare if it goes down. Ouch! Yeah, you can see how much damage that does. Boy, even with... Okay, maybe I got a little overconfident there. I mean, if I can survive the initial barrage, I should be alright. Okay, there we go. So now we'll light up the flame tank a little bit. Again, I can even do a sacrifice if necessary. This thing does explode when it goes down, which is pretty annoying. Does quite a bit of damage. So we'll send a ball in like that. And then we'll send our... There we go. And then we're actually going to drop a heal on Nabal because I don't want him dying. So we're going to have to use Bahir, obviously, to revive the Nightmare. So Nightmare is going to most likely die here. Be my guess. Alright, so Musketeer, Engineer. Okay, so they're going to reload each other, yeah. Okay, perfect. At least it used up two of the attacks there you saw. We can kill the Musketeer, hopefully. Perfect. So what we'll do is we'll move in, revive the Nightmare. We can do that again if necessary as well, which is good. I am a little hesitant to send Nabal in like that. I don't want him getting... getting in there too much and then getting killed. So these musketeers, and then there's the engineers as well. So they could do a nice 1-2 punch and probably finish them off if I'm not careful. So what kind of damage can we do there? So we do a minimum of 15. We have a chance to kill. Let's try it. Oh, we failed. Dang, Nabal might die now. We're going to have to wait and see. I'm guessing they're going to go for... Oh, okay, they went over that way. Okay, I think we're okay now. Yeah, we're just fine. I thought if they'd have ganged up on Nabal there, they might have been able to kill him. But we're okay. Okay, we'll get the kill that way. But here's moving in a little bit. Okay, we'll blast with our musket. Let's see, can we kill off these engineers? Yes, we can. I think what we'll do is we'll use Nabal here to turn... Oh, we'll just get the kill. Okay, that works too. I was going to turn them and then have my Nightmare come in and get a little bit of lifesteal on them. Okay, so we've got some pretty good items, actually. So we've got a Jug of Eternal Joy, more morale, and a Dreaded Monkey Mask. So extra defense and cause fear. Yeah, we'll take that. And 210 gold. Why not? Sure. There we go. Now he's quite happy. And that's making this city's production quite a bit better now as well, which is good. So come back this way and we'll move that unit into the stack just so I don't forget about having that unit involved. And actually, here's what we could do. We can do this and this. That's going to give us a much better chance to clear out this lost library. I think what I'll do, though, is I'll wait one more turn with that stack because I want them to heal a little bit. They're kind of worse for wear at the moment. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this turn... I'm going to call the episode here because we're getting a little long for time. So, again, this was a good episode. We got a lot done. Obviously, we're now in the domain here, getting close to Firak. So that's going to be my next priority, is taking out Firak. But we also know kind of where Dwemis is. At least we know where one of his vassal cities is. So we're going to be able to potentially take that out. And maybe we'll find where his throne is and where Dwemis himself is. It would be great to get him out of the game as well. So we'll call that one episode 10. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.